Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Red Dead Redemption. As we pick up where we left off, bumbling about. I'll be honest here, I don't know what I'm doing. But that's kind of part of the fun of it all, isn't it? Okay, hopefully this time I don't yeet myself into the water. There's a light campfire. Could be somebody here. Isn't there? There's literally no one here. Horse, what are you doing? It is a empty cabin. I don't like that off a lake. Also, the fact that John can't swim kind of bothers me. They never do get around to explaining that, honestly, in the original game. Was there anything else here? No, I suppose not. Unless that's something, but I haven't gone all the way up here yet. Do I feel like it currently? Not really. Okay. Instead, let's go up here for now. Go talk to the sheriff because he did have another mission. What is this guy? I can't see him. Like, I legitimately...
Come on. You consider yourself any kind of shot, mister?
What?
I'm the best shot around here. Nobody better, and I'll put money on it.
Oh yeah, I'm flat broke. I couldn't even do it if I wanted to. Oh, those are wild horses. Okay. Oh,
Let's go.
what? That's quite the violent Blue Jay.
It is. You want the soda?
I apologize. This might be a little loud on the mic, folks. Wouldn't be the first time I've done that to myself.
Yeah.
I ever tell you what my sister did to me? Fucking dropped a bottle of Coke out of the fridge at the old place. Didn't say anything. And I'm not talking a small. I'm talking a big 2-liter bottle.
Oops.
Brand new. Didn't even tell my parents. I asked if I could have some. You can imagine how that went.
Come on.
Went to open it, got a face full of it. Okay. So never mind. Apparently I am done in Armadillo for the moment. So let's go see Bonnie McFarland. I do believe is the name. Did I bother going up here? No, but standing there, I'll find out shortly. Because I'll be getting shot at when I don't realize it. And yes, folks, that is that is going to be a common thing here. Is if you hear gunshots or see someone riding along, do expect half the time to get shot at for no reason.
No.
What, dog?
No, dog cuddling with a kitty.
Okay, the weird sounds are definitely a little eerie. There is something I do miss right now. You know that?
Nope.
You could set a destination for your horse. Set the horse to a gallop, and then auto-lock. Not auto-lock, but like autopilot.
Yeah, I understood.
Make... There was a photo mode in there, but that you could also record video with. So you could record some interesting stuff. And it was... I gotta be honest. It's something, like... I'm gonna be honest, folks, there's not a lot of games that I will actually sit and, like, happily look at the scenery in a game. And I mean, like, outright, Like, I mean, outright look at the scenery. No. Are you serious?
What?
Okay. So, names for stuff only show up once you've actually discovered it. Cool. What are you laughing at?
The video games industry can't sustain an E3-sized event, but Taco Bell alone can.
Okay, you know what? Sad about that is... It's not that they can't support it, it's that too many studios are making too many poor decisions that are causing them to collapse.
It has nothing to do with that.
What? That's part of it.
No. That's because none of the big companies want to shill for that.
If you do, they're stupid because it's good advertising.
It is.
Not only that, you sell tickets, everybody involved gets a piece of them. You can now help the ranch hands patrol the province ranch. What the hell? How did I do that? Oh.
The way you said that made me think of Bitsy.
From...
You know what from. Hey! Okay, now I can actually do my taxes. I was wondering if this was that.
Charlie. He's a good one to sniff out trouble.
I got my T4 from Salvation Army. I gotta figure out what this is.
Stupid horse. Okay, Charlie.
Come on.
Oh. Oh boy. It's still active, even though they're not helping me at all.
Whoa, whoa.
I'm just gonna walk after the dog. I'm definitely gonna have to look up a guide at some point. So I could have killed them. But
It wouldn't be heroic.
no. It was better to just shoot in the air or break up the fight. Or to break.
Thank you kindly.
Would this be a shirt you'd want?
Well, I can't say.
I know.
Was it Blackest Night? Oh. I can't tell.
It's Aghanim.
Mr. Marston.
That's old.
I know.
Plans.
Have you, Miss McFarland?
Yes.
The other
Frank
one's
Johnson.
Captain Falcon
Settle here and build a life
in the
for
process of
yourself.
doing a Falcon Punch towards you.
I'm afraid those aren't my plans.
Oh, I didn't realize the screen was messed up. Let me fix that.
I had one, and I'm trying to reclaim it. Or maybe what
Sorry.
you say is I had two, and I'm trying to end one of them so the other can survive.
You do so
Why are
love to
you
talk
in
riddles,
password?
Mr. Marston.
Because
Do
I
you
wasn't
do
paying
that?
attention to what I was
wonder
doing.
as a substitute for having anything interesting to say.
Probably, Miss McFarland.
Oh, call me Bonnie, you fool. Call me Bonnie.
Miss McFarland, I'm married. I have a son. I had a daughter, but she died. Years before that, I rode in a gang. We robbed banks, trains, held people ransom. We killed people we didn't like.
Why is it so
Bill
quiet?
Williamson was in that gang. Now, if I don't capture my former brother in arms,
That's
Great
so
honor
weird.
to
Why
all
is
my
it so
family.
dang quiet?
nah, I don't suppose any of this is very interesting to you, but I hope it explains why I wasn't so eager to talk about it.
No, I do understand. I had no idea. You poor man.
Even in this new country, memories don't really fade. My father was an illiterate Scot born on the boat into New York. He never saw his homeland, but to hear him talk about it, you'd imagine he only ever ate haggis and wore a kilt. And he hated the English for what they had done to his great-grandparents that he'd never met. People don't forget. Nothing gets forgiven.
That's true. Especially when it comes to money. And you know, even now, after all his labors, my father's debts are still terrible. I worry every day about us losing the ranch. It would kill him.
My father died when I was 8 years old. His eyes were, well, let's just say he was blinded in a bar fight south of Chicago. My mother died during childbirth. She was a prostitute and he was her, well, I don't know what he was. So I was sent off to an orphanage and ran away and fell in with a gang.
My word. What a difficult life you've lived.
The leader of the gang taught me how to read, taught me how to see all that was good in the world. He was a great man in a way.
But you killed people.
Wonder who that was.
Sure.
Micah?
And
No,
I
not
suffered
Micah.
for it.
Dutch.
Dutch. Well,
what I thought
no, I
of that.
feel like it was
Tried
Dutch
to.
Vanderlyn that taught him that.
Said too much, Bonnie.
Maybe Pappy?
I'm an uneducated killer.
Yeah,
sent here
you
to
know
do
what?
all I
Until-
do well.
Here's the
Kill a
thing,
in cold blood so that another man
and
can do
it's
his
what
part
2
of the crime.
really goes into.
And a
I don't
rich
want to talk
man
about
can
the
be
over the
elected
cutscene,
governor on
but
the back of
due to
his
the age of
phone.
the game, I'm going to anyways.
Civilization is a truly
Um,
beautiful thing, Mr. Marston.
The reality is, Dutch and Hosea
Can you help me?
were kind of.
I can try. What do you need?
They were 2 old hands at playing the long game, at playing the
Need an extra
con.
hand to take on the
And
burden.
so they'd been back and forth. They'd lived through the Civil War, and kind of they'd been around. And you know, Dutch was. I apologize for pausing, folks, but if I try and say this while playing the game, I'm gonna really distract myself and screw up. Dutch was kind of a visionary, and he was very charismatic, outgoing, was all about the plan and kind of minimalizing loss, you know, the loss of human life. And Hosea was kind of the opposite. Like, Dutch made grand plans. Hosea was more of the actual, like,
The here and now guy.
yeah, he would plan things out properly, deal with people, help keep things running smoothly. And so they offset each other. Dutch picked up most of the members when they were young, the core members. So Arthur Morgan, John Marston. I'm trying to remember which of the ladies there were. The lady who ran the camp, who was also Dutch's lover at one point, and had he asked her, they almost got serious, or they did get serious a couple times, which is something they mentioned in 2. And kind of Dutch kept up that facade until the events of Blackwater, which are shown in 2, which takes place, I'm gonna say 10 years prior to this. 10 or 12. And at that point, they'd taken on, like, gosh, there was, like, I think they said 20 plus people, 25 people into the gang. Because you had Dutch, Hosea, Arthur and John, Micah, Bill, Javier, Trelawney. Yes, that's what I care. There was a German fellow who wasn't a gunfighter or a fighter. He was a bookie, basically. Or not a bookie, a loan shark.
Mm-hmm.
Beth, Mary Sue. Yes, there was a Mary Sue, a literal Mary Sue in the gang. It's funny. Jenny was another, which was really funny.
Jenny.
She's a character you don't actually see because she dies as you're trying to get away from Blackwater. But there was 20, 25 or so members, and the introduction of kind of Micah Bell. What? Yeah, it looks like I know what it looks like. I don't care. I'm ignoring it.
A blanket that was designed to make it look like a lined piece of paper. That's amazing.
But Micah Bell, his introduction kind of finally pushed Dutch over the edge and caused him to slowly drop the facade, and you finally got to see Dutch
as he was, without filter.
Yeah. And that reality, despite his charisma and everything, that he really was a cold-blooded killer.
Yep.
Because at one point, during the events of 2, he flat out strangles a woman. And I do mean flat out strangles a woman.
Mm-hmm.
For a bar of gold.
Yeah! Come on, Mr. Marston. Let's get these cows moving. Right. Are you ready to learn how to herd some cows?
But yeah, I mean, Blackwater was the start of it, because things got really messy.
Thank you for telling me all that back there. It must have been hard for you.
Hope you understand now why I've been playing my cards somewhat close to my chest.
But yeah.
I didn't know you had a wife and child. Then again, I don't think I ever asked.
Blackwater was messy because something happened that wasn't supposed to. Someone showed up when they weren't supposed to. And then...
Get behind the herd. That's
and then, as a result, it just...
Assuming they aren't put on by yourself.
Yeah...
A little too far there, buddy.
That's it. Nice job, Mr. Marston.
Come!
Herd the cows down the road. Pretend you know what you're doing.
Ain't that hard, is
Whoa
it?
there.
Here's the pasture. No.
No shit. Hang on. This dumb cow is kind of deciding to go on its own. You lost one, buddy.
It'll cash out. I noticed. Just like the other one.
Go.
See? AI pathing is dumb. But yeah, back to the story. Basically, I think it was like a U.S. Marshal walked into the bank they were robbing in Blackwater.
Oh no.
Or the fair was on the ferry or something like that. I think it was a riverboat, but it had a lot of money, and so things like they got everything off the boat.
Keep your eye on the herd.
But not without a lot of
Let's
blood.
move this large herd out.
In the process of the robbery, shit just got so out of hand because I think it was a marshal too.
Out to the far path.
And as a result, it just...
They got the attention of the government.
Yeah, because Dutch also, in the process, the owner...
We'll handle the stragglers.
Come
You
on,
stay with
let's
the
go,
main
let's
herd.
go. Move.
robbed one of the richest men in the country,
Come on.
who subsequently hired the Pinkertons to deal with the problem.
And if you guys don't know what Pinkertons are, they were supposed to be the government, but they also decided they were above the law.
No, they were not originally part of the U.S. government.
Well,
So the
no,
Pinker-
but they were supposed to be, like, trying to enforce it.
I'll see you later.
No, so here's the thing. At the time, for the history buffs, if you don't care, you don't care. But at the time, private militias were a very big thing. I mean, they still are now. And so you had agencies like the Pinkerton Detective Agency amongst, you know... I mean, the Pinkertons were the largest and most well-funded, but they were by far not even close to being the only one. I mean, you had something like... you had hundreds of them. You mostly across the rural states, into the, you know, in the areas that weren't as well developed. You didn't have as much, you know, as much presence with the military and law enforcement. And so they'd operate within, you know, within the
Impunity.
within those territories, because at that point, you know, people are going to pay extra to be able to ship goods safely to, you know, oh, we have cattle rustlers. Oh, well, a good example is here, a cattle baron, but I want that land, and they're not the owners are not willing to give it to me. You know, a lot of stuff like that. And so, the Pinkerton Detective Agency grew as a result of that. By this point in time, they weren't quite...
As infamous.
Oh, no, they were. They hadn't quite gotten to the... Actually, no, they were the largest private militia in history by this point. But they hadn't become what they are now because I think it was the 20s or the 30s when the then president didn't give them a choice in the matter. Now, what I mean by that is, by this point, what time is it? It's a good question.
Quarter after.
No, in game.
Oh.
It's only... Oh, after 7 a.m. Yeah, it's almost 7 a.m. They essentially outnumbered the U.S. Army, 2-1. That's how big the Pinkerton Detective Agency was, by this point in time. And...
They believed they were a law unto their own.
Yeah, but they also had It was like 4 or 5 times the weapons and munitions that the U.S. military had at this point. And this is like
as far as
this is-
America was I forgot the term now. As far as the Americans were understood it, they were the law, even though they weren't the government.
Yeah, pretty much. And so it eventually turned into one of the U.S. presidents decreed, you shall downsize. You are no longer allowed to do this, and you will now work for the government,
Well, hello, Mr.
handling
Marston. How
anything
are you?
outside the
Fine,
country
thank you. How are you?
and
I'm
kind
fine,
of
thank you. Did you meet my father? John Marston,
anything
this is my
clandestine.
father, Drew McFarland.
and hence why
Meet you, Mr.
parts of the
Marston.
FBI and then the CIA was formed. The CIA is in fact
My daughter informs me that you're here on some
was born
secret
directly
mission
out of the Pinkerton Detective
to move
Agency,
some
out of the best of the best.
Something
And
like that.
so
I'm
that
grateful
was kind of how they
for
ended
that,
up
sir.
and they ended up clearing house.
Well, you know, we've
None of the private
lived here for
militias
30
anymore.
years now. Came here from the east.
Because of that.
The land had never been settled. For 10 years, we fought the Indians. Tough men. Then we had outlaws, and we had drought, smallpox,
Wall poppers.
terrible winters, cholera. I buried more of my children than I raised.
Sorry to hear that, sir.
Oh!
I seen strong men.
Yeah, I saw him bugging out.
That whole herd of cattle was take sick and die. But I've never once doubted my life here.
No, sir.
It's ironic because of what he's talking
I hear
about.
the
Or
so-called
not ironic,
federal
but
government sending out agents to covertly murder and control people, then I start to worry. I mean, yeah, all right, Williamson is a menace, and men like him are the plague. But isn't a government agent a worse menace? And all that symbolizes, I mean.
You may be right, sir.
Well, you're a brave man. You're always going to be welcome here. But you tell your friends out east that we don't want to live like that out here. Sneaking around and spying and secret missions. It's preposterous.
Trust me, sir. I agree with you.
Good. Good. Well, we won't insult you any further. Come on, Bonnie, we got things to do.
Mr. Marston, do you want to join us? It's Daddy's favorite pastime. Apart from political discourse, that is.
What is?
Breaking in horses. Come on. I hear you're a pretty decent rider. For a city dweller, that is.
I like how everybody assumes he's a city dweller when he's really not.
I mean, he technically is because
He was like living in a city maybe for like a couple of years.
no, the last 10 years has been Blackwater.
You're gonna need this.
Remember what he
Mr.
said?
Marston.
Orphanage before Dutch, and he talked about Chicago. Chicago is one of the most.
Okay, yeah, no,
Now
that's
you got
fair.
some rope on your belt. Let's see if we can't wrangle some
But
horses.
when he did meet Dutch, and he's been in the Vanderlyn gang for a long time before this, and after what he talked
Yeah,
about.
but I mean, our definition and their definition of a city is two different things. Keep that in mind.
No, I'm very aware of that. What I'm getting at is the fact that like only part of his upbringing has been in a city. The other part has been living basically off of the land in the middle of the wilderness. So you can't straight call him a city boy, even
Well,
though
is he wrong?
that
I saw those men
is
with the
only
train.
part of his
Government
life.
can go to hell if you ask me.
That's what I'm
Those
getting
sons
at.
of bitches that steal a coin off of
I'm not
dead
talking
man's
about
eye.
like whether
Mr. Marston.
He's right.
like
Alright,
our definition of a city is different from theirs because they don't build up as much as we do.
It's not even that. So Blackwater is designated as city, but if you actually look at the size and scale of it, we would call that a small town.
Yeah, no, I know.
by
I get,
today's standards.
I know that's what you were getting at, but I'm well aware that that the West didn't have big cities like we understand. them.
No, and that's why I'm saying the definition is different. Because I mean, Blackwater's also got everything. It's got power.
Yes.
It's got
Trans-
it's got phone lines. It's got telegram
Transportation.
lines. Yeah, it's got things that well,
Modern amenities.
horses were still the mainstay.
Yeah.
'Cause
Modern
keep in mind,
amenities of that time.
What was it? It's 1911, so the first Ford... The Ford... Actually, this was funny. Historically. I'm making this point, by the way, just to make the point. This is 1911. This is the same year Henry Ford started mass producing the Ford Model T on the East Coast in New York.
Uh-huh.
It's just funny because you look at that and you look at the picture of New York, all those elegant stone, stone buildings, some of which are still around. And then you look at this, and this was actually a thing.
But I know
At the
we're
same
only
time,
as
yeah.
It's a
free
very,
as we are.
it's a
Power's like
huge,
the more you have, the more you want.
it's a huge disconnect.
Few men
Also,
can
you missed his comment about stealing a coin off a dead man's eye.
I saw. I listened.
I ain't gonna argue with that, Miss
Well,
McFarland.
so, by the way, this was a Catholic, this was and still is a Catholic thing, for those people who don't know. But when you bury someone,
It's not a Catholic thing. That's an Egyptian thing.
yes,
Originally.
yes it is.
Come on, let's rope one.
Easy now.
That's such a tiny loop.
Throw that damn rope, Marston. Come on now. That's it. Keep a hold of him now. Quick work. Bring him in.
You're mine now.
Keep hold of that rope. Let's see it, boy.
Oh!
Show me what you got, boy.
Having fun.
Nope.
Come on, then, pal.
Come on, see we got you.
I don't like breaking horses.
Oh, you buddy. You got a microphone pointed straight at you.
I got you now.
Too much.
Come on, calm yourself.
Good work. I'm impressed, Marston. Let me take you from here. You get back on your own horse. Whew. I think that's enough activity for an old-timer like me. I'll take this one back to the ranch. See you later.
Come on then. Let's see if you can get another one. Yeah.
Why do they even need more horses
Come
right
on.
now?
Rope one of them. We haven't got all day. You got one. Hold on to him. Oh, we had him there.
Relax now. Nearly there. Easy.
Do you even have a bar to tell you how long you have left?
Nope.
Oh, shit. Come on, baby. Calm down. Whoa. Relax now. Oh, damn.
You're a regular Bronco buster, city boy. Nice work. I think that'll do it for today. Get back to the ranch.
Hey, dick of a horse, get over here. No. Stop it.
I'm gonna leave him without you.
Yeah, he was. But
I like your father.
I'm glad.
the point about coins
You
is,
have a good life here.
it started a very long time ago, but you would put a coin on each eye when they
You
died.
have enough. It's money to get somebody close to trouble.
Initially,
It'll sap your spirit and make you poor. But it's
I
I
was
think
under the wrong misconception that you could take it with you when you died.
And after
yeah,
the next day's
but
work,
I think it traced back to older to where
some deck must
the
be shot at Joker, Mr.
Grecian
McFarland.
burials were with
That's what I meant. Sorry, not Egyptian.
and
Grecian.
it wasn't to take it with you. It was two silver coins
For the ferryman. Yes.
yeah, to cross the river Styx. And I forgot the
I
ferryman's
think you
name.
could be a fine rancher
Charon.
one day. If
There
you
we
can
go.
bear to stop killing people for a living.
Sure.
Sorry, I really like my mythology.
Charon, there we go. Terp supplied the answer that I couldn't remember.
Well done, Mr. Marston.
Um,
Some fine horses.
but it kind of carried over.
Funny. Amos was saying some horses been spotted somewhere outside of Armadillo.
Yeah. When I get my vote
We could
for
really do with those horses.
Fridays, I know what I'm gonna vote for.
No
What?
rest for the wicked.
I know what
Let's
I'm
see if we
voting
can
for
put down
next.
another herd of horses.
Okay, what?
I'm gonna have either you or Aiden play
You never
Metroid
did tell
Prime
me
2.
why you were never married.
Wait, what?
Aside
Metroid
from
Prime
the
2. It's
snobbery,
probably gonna
that
be
is.
Aiden.
You sure ask a lot.
I'm just surprised, that's all.
He's
You
probably
must
not
have
gonna be
quite a
interested.
catch.
He
The
said
fact that you're talking
he'll
in the
try. We
past
already talked about
says
this.
it all.
You just weren't there when we were
That's
talking
not
about it.
what I mean. You must
How are
have
you gonna get them to
considered,
play it?
that's all I'm
The Wii
saying.
hasn't been touched in
Some, I
years.
Here and
That
there.
doesn't mean
A
anything.
ranch in the middle of Henniganstead
You
ain't really
better
the place to
test
find
that
a
thing
husband.
first and make
Ain't
sure
a
everything's working.
That doesn't mean anything. Like, literally, it'll play, no problem.
Where'd you get your airs and graces, Miss McFarland?
From a couple
Do you
of
remember
cheap
how everything
governesses,
works on
all
it?
hired to save us
Yes.
from being savages.
I have a
I'd like to
perfectly
talk about
working
more than just
GC
cattle
controller
and
too. I
chickens
don't know why you're
sometimes,
worried.
that's all. And after my brother left, it was up to me to become the man of the ranch. He'd never admit it, but my paw's a lot frailer than he looks.
You're worth two of any man I know, miss.
I'll try to take that as a compliment.
I'm glad-
bush, man.
In many
Or
ways,
bush,
my wife
butch.
is kind of like you, Miss McFarland.
Jeez.
Is that so?
She's always been a woman in a man's world.
You don't talk about her very much. Looks like the ranch hand's up ahead. Let's drive them up the canyon, where it narrows. We'll trap them there.
So clearly I'm doing story progression. This is clearly how you get the lasso. I
Wait for my signal, and don't let those horses out of your sight.
Right you are, miss.
shit. Okay. So they're gonna do that, are they?
Well, the cows were your rough draft.
Okay, I'm putting a waypoint to make this easier.
Let's go.
Don't rush it. You're going too fast, you're overtaking the herd. You want to be behind them to lead them.
Let's go.
Because crap like this happens when you're in between them. They all go off in different directions because they don't know.
AI pathing is annoying.
Well, that's why you have to lead them by being behind, not in front or in the middle.
Yeah. Whoa there.
But that horse broke.
Come.
Nope.
There you go.
Go on! Don't let him get away!
Yeah.
Lasso the stallion. Look at the stallion. Circle. I'm guessing that's the one in front of you. What's the circle button?
I don't have to. I can see the icon.
Come on.
Oh, fair enough. That is a fast horse.
Oh, you shithead.
It's a Hans. He's a fast Hans. Cactus! Always I want to be with you, be with you, live in harmony. lasso works and acts less like a lasso and more like a yo-yo. More than likely, the last 2 times were
Calm
a...
it down. You're mine
What's the
now.
word I'm looking for? A warm-up to this. This is probably harder in comparison.
Easy there. That's it. Relax now. Nearly there. Steady.
Yeah, about the same.
Come on.
There we go.
I would have laughed if you killed the horse in the process.
You saw that just now.
No, I missed it. I was had my eyes closed.
Whoa,
Careful.
whoa, 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 whoa,
I-
floating across the ground.
Some fine horses. You know, why don't you keep that stallion as your own, as a thank you from all of us?
Thank you, ma'am. He's a fine animal.
This is why you don't buy horses.
Well, yeah.
Oh, hey, he's all of a sudden got a saddle.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, never mind.
Let's go.
Gotta go buy one, I guess.
Hold on. Okay. I want it. Hello. Okay, that's the sheriff. That's...
Bonnie. Bring back my Bonnie to me, to me.
That's a side quest, so... Let's do it.
Come on.
New items are now available to purchase from stores. Should I be concerned?
Whoa. Come on.
Okay, that's cool.
Oh. No.
I didn't even run into you, dude.
I know Dachshund doing the obstacle course for pedigree dogs.
That is hilarious. The store owner is not in there, but he's talking to me.
Dear sir. Hello.
You won't find anything Jewish made in this establishment, sir. How do you do?
Thanks a lot.
Oh man, I'm grateful that there's no variety of items like there is in the sequel. Holy crap. What I do, one thing I do regret is that I did not manage to get the pre-order for the
Appreciate it.
for the collector's edition for Red Dead 2.
Okay.
It's what it came with was a surprise. So so this game doesn't show you when you go to a store, but if you remember when I played when I played 2, how you had an actual catalog at each store that you had to go through to pick what you wanted. You remember that?
Sorry, I missed that. What?
You remember how whenever I went into the store, there was an actual catalog on that you had to go through?
Yeah.
These bastards
Yeah.
won't do anything.
Here's the
He's
thing.
a good man. He don't nor lay with
The
horses.
pre-order bonus came with the actual catalog
He's been missing for 3
Oh,
days.
okay.
printed in the way it's supposed to be for that era,
Up in the hills?
along with some other stuff,
Fair
How
enough.
did you know, mister?
and including an all metal belt buckle and some other stuff. Oh man, that catalog would be so cool.
If he's gone, then
I've actually seen one of the original
we ain't got
catalogs.
much money.
It's crazy how much you could find in them.
As I said, I'll do what I can.
Well, if you think a Sears catalog is expensive, you should see one of the ones from back at this point in time. They could order anything, and I do mean anything. Catalog had furniture, ammunition, shit. Trying to think of what else there was. Furniture, ammunition, all the cosmetics, any kind of food items or specialty items you couldn't get there, firearms. You know, if you wanted a custom saddle, any leather goods, nails, wood. You wanted all of that. You went through the catalog at the general store, and they would order it for you.
Cinnamon roll cheesecake.
Don't say that. I haven't had supper yet.
Cinnamon roll cheesecake.
I can't please don't. I'm hungry. Oh, it's just this again. Really? Oh, is he okay?
My leg! Oh, mister! Some city fella just attacked me and broke my leg.
What?
He broke my leg. Some city fella. Guy got kind of creepy on me, and then he got violent.
When?
Just now. He ran off that way. Can't have gone too far.
Oh, gee.
If I find him, I'll bring him back this way.
Thank you, mister.
What? Oh, Stanley.
Stanley with Grumpy Cat.
Sir, I found him. My wife has been abducted, and we must rescue
Why won't
her.
you people just leave me alone?
That's the attacker right there.
Whoa there.
Also, why did the guy with the injured leg laugh?
What's wrong with you? You're all crazy! Please, I'll do anything. Don't take me back to that man.
What?
This is a nightmare.
Oh, that's the other lady asking me.
I'm sorry, who died?
The guy asking me for help saving his wife.
Oh. I guess you should only...
I could only do one.
That's what I'm saying. You should probably focus on one.
That's what I'm doing.
This game doesn't really give you any...
Drop victim. So you're trying to rob him or something?
I don't honestly know, but it seemed like the victim was laughing when he sent you to go get him.
Oh my good lord! Please get that man away from me!
Hey, fella.
See?
You broke this poor fool's leg, mister.
This maniac tried to eat me! We got cannibals in these here hills! Please help me!
What?
Fellas gotta eat now. Fellas got to eat.
Save me from this freak, please! Please!
What?
Damn you all!
Good gravy.
What you got on you, friend? It's a cruel world, ain't it?
I got honor for killing him.
Yeah. That's so weird.
Not really.
No, yeah.
The cannibals, no. Because
No. I get that.
or
just-
you mean the other person who just randomly showed up and screwed off on me?
Kinda. The whole interaction was weird.
Stranger danger.
The lone stranger.
I guess time of date does matter in this game.
Aww. Kitty.
Okay, why are you guys out here random on a horse? Without horses?
Come on. Yeah. Let's go. Come on.
Whoa! You see that?
No, I was paying attention.
Everything all right, madam?
It's Miss. Oh. Let me look at you. My gentleman caller. You remind me of my Peter. Have you seen him?
I don't think so.
Where is that man? We'll be late for the
has
ceremony.
dementia.
He must still be at the saloon in Armadillo, talking to the musicians. He's such a fine man. Must be making things right for me, as usual.
Well, I gotta get going, ma'am. I'm sure your Peter will be just fine.
Wait, I beg you. Would you possibly go fetch him for me? This was meant to be my perfect day. Please, sir. Something must have happened. I can't bear it.
So you want me to go find your Peter so you can have a perfect day?
Yes, please, sir.
I'll see what I can do.
Oh.
You know what this makes me really tempted to do right now?
Find my Peter.
What?
Please, I'm begging you.
Actually, it makes me tempted to go play the 2 again.
Why?
Okay.
You had to deal with somebody like that in 2 as well?
No, it's just, how should I put it? There are very few times that I enjoy both the story and the gameplay in a game enough to actually want to go back and play it again. Red Dead 2 just happens to be one of those games where you can play it Lord knows how many different times, but you can always go back to it. And each experience is just going to be completely different from the last. It's one of the reasons
Hey, are you sleeping? Yes, now shut up. Sonic and the Black Knight is the only Sonic game without a version of Eggman.
What?
Sonic and the Black Knight is the only Sonic game without a version of Eggman.
I don't take requests, mister.
I'm looking for a man. Name's Peter. Fella's meant to get married today. Seen him around?
Who?
Peter is what she said.
You ain't after no Pete Turner, are you?
For all I know. Where can I find him?
Cemetery.
My memory escapes me when
Oh, are
I'm
you
properly
serious?
stimulated.
Crap.
And let's see if we can refresh it.
$5 will do. Or you could run a little errand for me.
What do you need done?
It's my wife. She packed her things this morning and left me. The dumb wench is still at the freight station waiting for the stagecoach. If you could convince her to take me back. Her
Sounds like
name's
someone's
Rose.
pissing.
I guess I'll go have a talk with her.
Now, you'll need more than talk with that bitch.
I never see that.
Excuse me, miss? Rose?
If that useless, whoremongering bastard sent you, get lost!
Miss, please. If only...
You know what? Tell that bastard I ain't going back. Not this time. Not even at gunpoint.
Sign an oath, miss. For better or worse. Way I see it, you should give him one last chance.
Stop bothering me, you dumb cowpoke, or I'll call the marshal. Well, you sure ain't no gentleman, are you? Sure, I'll go back to him, but trust me, same as God, I'll kill him when he's asleep.
That's your business, madam, and I wish you luck with it.
Too yellow to come and get me himself, is he? Poison that little maggot.
What did he do?
Didn't he? He's a fiddler and can't stop fiddling.
Might have screwed up there. I couldn't tell what was going on. I thought the guy was shooting at someone.
Dang.
Truth is, Pete Turner ain't been an armadillo for near on 20 years now. Kind of a queer fella, you know. Wasn't here every night. Sure as the moon in the sky.
What happened to him?
What happens to all of us? I reckon you'll find him at Odd Fella's Rest. Yeah. That's where he'd be,
What?
I guess.
Just saw Orange Kitten doing orange cat things.
Appreciate it, ma'am.
AKA being absolutely psychotic. What is it with orange cats being absolutely nuts?
Well, the orange cats. You know, people laugh about the Undertakers, but the more I think about it, you gotta admit, they made a lot of money back then.
Yeah, they did.
I think it's like,
Okay.
what? I think of Anya.
Yeah, but you should recognize this. Al Creamy. The Pokemon that looks like whipped cream.
Oh. Okay. Someone just did a wig.
Yes. Apparently apparently they're working on an Al Creamy outfit.
And graveyard.
Not surprised.
I kind of thought she was a little weird.
Okay, that bothers me so much. The two actors, then and now.
She's better looking now.
Yeah.
She's gotten chunky.
Yeah.
Also, he does not look as menacing as he did.
He really doesn't.
Excuse me while I menace you elsewhere. What's this lady again? Apparently not around. Oh yeah. Stranger was over here somewhere. You know what? I'm gonna need the money, so... I'm gonna state for the record right now, parrots are vindictive little shits.
I just think it's cute that he's the same color as the peach.
Oh, so do I, but that doesn't change my opinion on that one.
It depends on the parrot and depends on how it's trained.
Oh, train doesn't matter. Some of them just have that personality where they're vindictive little shits.
Yeah, well, that's birds for you.
Also, they are natural troublemakers, no matter how well trained they are.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Oh man, the number of videos where I see one is just like, I'ma flip this, just to be an ass, just because I can.
Well, not
Like,
only that.
what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, I know cats are bad, but the hell?
Stagecoach is the safest way to travel around these parts.
I'm waiting for a stagecoach robbery to happen. My last Scara. Oh, I'm betting it's a bandit camp.
Let's go.
Yes, folks, I am doing side stuff. No, I do not know what I'm doing. What? The hell is with that hand? Buddy, that thing's gotta weigh a lot. Beating on their kitty's butt.
They like it for some reason.
Hi, Levi. What's so funny?
Bro bought a bus and recorded all of his friends' reactions to it.
Well,
That looks like an enemy encampment that you need to take care of. If you don't get any shelter right now, you gonna die.
what are your buddies gonna do to me, bud?
This ain't nice. I know.
I'm not here to be nice. I'm here to rush, shoot your buddies, bring you in alive, rob their corpses. Oh shit. And get shot at.
If it ain't me, it's someone else.
Use. What?
Our country's symbol versus America's country symbol. Our country's symbol won. That's the big important difference between our country's bird and
Oh, come on.
that's the big difference between our country's bird and America's country's bird. America's country bird, you have a comfortable what's the word? Reverence for it. Our country's bird, don't fuck with it.
Ooh, I didn't know there were executions. Okay.
Anybody from Canada will tell you that tale. You do not piss off a Canadian goose.
Oh, yeah. No, you don't.
Let's go, shall we?
Okay.
You managed to capture it without defeating the entire encampment? Or are they following your butt? They're following your butt. And he's gone.
Let's go.
You like him?
I'm so glad I don't have to deal with that in this game. What? And two, if you ran into another horse or person,
He'd stop dead.
oh yeah, you'd have to potentially kill your horse.
Okay.
Trust me, I did it a few times.
I believe you.
Actually, I did it a couple times on stream. Nope, 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 nope. A revolver should not have 8 shots. No. What's that? Oh, panic pistol.
Surely I've got the right to buy out my own contract.
Shut up, asshole.
Much appreciated.
Holy! 60. Damn it. I'm trying to fish it out of the box.
Just grab a couple.
Oh.
Honestly, I should pass you this instead.
Okay.
Mexican rice with some salad. I already had something to eat anyway, so.
Keep it. I'm going home to hot dogs and home fries.
Are they already ready?
They will be when I get home, yeah.
Because I'm offering that if you want it.
No, I'm good right now.
Okay.
I'm trying to avoid eating too much before going home.
Well,
Oh,
don't say I didn't offer.
feeling funny right now. Yeah. What you doing in the barn? Tempest loop. Oh dear.
Come on!
Literal tempest, emotional tempest.
Hey, miss. I got most of the horses secured.
No, it looks like
and
a weather
chickens.
Well,
tempest.
thank you, Amos, but it's the herd I'm worried about.
I know they're scattered all over the valley and beyond. The weather is coming in real fast.
So what do you suggest, Amos? We leave the herd out there to be scattered by the storm and ourselves left here to die without a livelihood?
Can I help?
No, miss. If the men get caught out in that storm, they're gonna die.
And if we lose our herd, we'll all die, you stupid man.
Doesn't sound like we're left with much of a choice then. Come on, Amos. Round up your men. Let's get the herd.
Dang.
Munchie's right. It sucks ass, but
Giddy up! Let's get going before the weather gets any worse. That sky don't look good. I'm starting to think somebody up there's conspiring against me. Are you a religious man?
Not in any real sense. Sometimes I tell myself things happen for a
Watch
reason.
it in that mud.
Like what brought me here was fate come a-calling. But nobody made my path for me.
We all need to look for answers somewhere. Some in big old books, others in big old bottles of whiskey.
Believing in some kind of divine purpose ain't gonna give me my wife and kid back. The past is who we are, Miss McFarland. There ain't no changing that. Faith is a luxury I can't afford.
We have 2 herds out grazing in different pastures. We'll need to merge them and bring them all back.
I think we can handle that.
The cows get real ornery in bad weather. It's more work, but I'll show you how to deal with them. We're not gonna be able to hear each other in this rain. Just make sure you don't lose sight of me. Whoa! Drive them over to the pasture by the old oak tree. We'll merge them with the other herd there.
Yeah.
You're missing one. I think.
That was close. Let's round up the rest.
Yeah, there was one off to the. Yeah.
Hurry! Gotta be that herd.
Let's go.
It was actually a really small herd.
That's gotta been probably intentional. I don't think the game
What?
creators. That's probably kind of intentional. I don't think the game creators wanted you to manage that many individual cows. Would have been difficult for a player to do that.
Really? So in actuality, you'd have about...
Player, game,
Fair enough.
not real life. I'm
Oh,
saying with
yeah,
the limited
yeah,
controls
yeah,
of a player, that would be difficult.
On average, so... And I'm saying this for the
Herds can range up to 50 to 100. I know.
Oh, you think... No, 100 was too small.
Yeah, I know, but
So you'd have about
that's-
20 to 30 cowboys running a herd of anywhere from 1,000 to 10,000
no, I get that. I am lowballing it. I'm just
That being said, using the correct term, it's head of cattle. Yeah, I don't know why they used that. Well, I get why they used that term. But for the really crazy cattle drives, like, that's a lot of cattle. And if they want to be temperamental, there ain't nothing you can do. They'll kill you. I mean, what the hell can you do against, well, one person and a horse against just 21 cows? What's gonna happen if you're in a herd of, 1,000 plus? And that's not even big.
You saved the herd back there. You might make a decent rancher one day.
Thank you, Miss McFarland.
Come on, boys.
What do I do with this one? Done.
Let's see if it's recyclable or not.
Hey,
Doesn't look like
come
it.
on. Come on. Whoa.
It looks like I'm literally done here. Back in Armadillo? I could do a night watch job, but I'm not interested right now. Let's go. What time is it?
It's quarter after.
Quarter after 9?
Yep.
Oh hey, moment I'm done. It's still cloudy, but it's not raining, and there's no there's still thunder. Still thunder, but no sound of thunder. That does bother me a little bit. Unlike half the people in our group, I personally enjoy thunderstorms. Sarah and Zyka do not like it.
Okay, I was about to say, I'm like, it's definitely not me, and I don't think it was Aiden.
No. Aiden's not uncomfortable with being out in a thunderstorm, but he's not a big fan either.
Well, I know better than to stay out in a thunderstorm, only because, well,
I don't mind being out in a thunderstorm.
I've had some near misses. Let's just say that.
Same. I've seen them close enough where it's like I know it hit reasonably close to where I was standing, and I couldn't see the exact
Think
spot.
of it this way: one time there was a thunderstorm back where we used to live, and I was looking outside. Literally, I was standing at the window to the front door.
Yeah.
This big bolt of lightning, like literally the width of a car, comes crashing down right on our front lawn.
That's not bad. Nothing will top the story my mom told me, which was rather terrifying, to be honest. No, some lady in
I'm actually surprised it didn't strike our tree.
I've actually seen happen. That was actually kind of terrifying. It was at a decent enough distance. I wasn't close, but I watched it. The bloody thing exploded. It wasn't that old of a tree, thankfully. If it was an old tree, I'd be more upset.
Yeah, but I was surprised considering, you know, our old tree was friggin' tall.
I mean, you did lose the tip of the tree.
No.
Yeah, you had to fall down on your front steps. His dad had to.
No, that was a couple of branches. That wasn't the tip itself.
No, no. My mom knew someone who washing dishes at her kitchen window.
Sir, you need help?
She saw the blue trail
Mister, you alive?
dropped on the floor. The lightning came through the window, went out the door. The screen door that she had open.
I'm not okay. Do I look like I'm okay?
You look pretty good for a corpse.
Praise be.
Actually, I don't think there was blue thing. It's like something caused her to drop and hit the floor a split second before the lightning went through the window where she was standing.
Peter, open up them.
But she could see it.
I'm coming home.
Come on, mister. Come on.
This guy looks like a shit disturber.
Sir, I'm bleeding like a badly butchered hog.
You'll be fine. Just focus.
You better take the reins. I don't think I'm strong enough.
I'm finished. Done for. Just sit up straight, will you?
Snake oil salesman.
Head for Armadillo, friend.
What is
I didn't do anything. I did not touch a thing.
Oh, good God! Out of the frying pan into the fire.
Excuse me? I'm trying to save your life, you old fool. But keep annoying me and maybe I'll change my mind.
They're back. I'm done for.
That fella can shoot.
Oh, out! I implore you to please stay on the road. We must hurry! Come on, don't stop! I'm begging you! Not too fast, sir! I beg you! I'm sure I'll make it! Is that all? Praise be! There's still hope!
Come on.
They just won't give up! Wait! Is that Armadillo? Come on, hurry!
is it. You're gonna make it. Oh, where the devil are we?
Armadillo. We made it safe, you'll be happy to know.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. You're a gentleman and a true man of honor.
Coming from you, I doubt that means much, but I appreciate the civility.
I owe you, sir. And I always pay my debts. Jesus. But if I die, I'm sorry for it. If not, I'll be your man for...
Let's get you fixed up first. Then we'll decide what you're my man for.
Fame 75, Fame Greenhorn. Further explore New Austin. Basically the game went, hey, by the way, it's gonna take a couple days, go do shit. This is annoying. At the same time, it makes sense. Okay, so I've been all that way.
I've been everywhere, man.
I could go back up to Blackwater, but... Can't go there yet. Sure, there's a random building there. Let's do this. Interesting town facts. Come out back after 6 a.m. today. Oh, I can talk to the marshal again. Well, that was dumb. That sounded like a dog.
That was him sneezing.
Although, oh, it's just a his shadow walking through a cemetery at night.
There was a shootout every day last year. What happened? Pocket bomb! Bastard! His wife, she don't stop jawing. Hola. Thanks a lot. Looking good. Go.
I really do hope they remake this. I'd like to see all the detail they have in the sequel. What? There's a random stranger over here. I'm not dealing with that right now. Sounds suspiciously like he's chopping wood. Holy crap, man. How do I do? Well, we'll see. It's this place. Oops. Guy there. This guy there. Random house here. Oh, I can't go up that far. No, that couldn't be.
What?
No, it wouldn't be. That just doesn't make any sense if that's where that is. Because that's Blackwater. That's not the homestead. That's gonna be the homestead right there. Okay. Yep, now I'm curious.
Come on.
You're quiet?
No.
Please don't jump into the water.
Oh my.
What?
Sorry.
Come on. Let's go.
Somebody released a spoiler that I'm not too happy about.
I'm being kidnapped!
Get on in. Easy, partner.
God bless! You're an angel!
Thieves Landing.
Thank you so much!
Anyone else would have done the same.
Duster coat. That's interesting. So the town's called Thieves Landing. I wonder why. Is it a rental or can I buy it? So if I can buy it, I'm gonna buy it. So I can fast travel here later. There we go. I like that. Any of the major towns, you can buy everything. What's the... Blacksmith. Gunsmith. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Hey, Turp, here you go. Alternate unit outfit.
I like it. Kind of reminds me of Micah? Kinda?
Complete outfit. Purchase suit from the tailor on Thieves Landing. Win at Horseshoes in McFarland's Ranch. Complete Gaptooth Breach Hideout. Undiscovered, undiscovered, undiscovered. Okay, that's heavier. I like Dutch. This is kind of reminiscent a little bit of Arthur, but
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing, but I've never seen him with a duster though.
you don't. You see him with like a blue jacket.
Yeah.
Something. Oh, there's a Warner poster.
For you or for somebody else?
No, for someone else. Okay, you know what? For now, I think I will call it.
Good time too.
Alrighty, folks. That's it for tonight. We'll see you again tomorrow for the DLC case of
No.
Yes. Oh no. We'll see you again tomorrow for a full day of Final Fantasy VII Remake, and then again this Saturday for some D&D. For the rest of our schedule, please check our offline page. Join our lovely community on our Discord server, and if you want to watch us live, please check it out. Check us out at twitch.tv/Terpinator. Have a good night. Ciao.